The moon is an instructor of a deep and instinctual link between your inner and outer worlds. The sun, being our ego, is our outer world, and moon is our soul inner world. Our deepest instincts lets us know what feels right for your ego but wrong for your soul. Now, as these two luminaries are in constant exchange in the sky, so are they inside you. By focusing, understanding, and learning how to give attention to these luminaries helps you decipher the right from the wrong. Or putting it this way, what you feel is right from the ego perspective and what is actually the correct thing from your soul's perspective. Through practice, you will eventually be able to find the perfect balance between light and dark, day and night. Now, darkness is the moon's realm, that unseen world of instincts, secrets, haunches, and dreams. So, being in harmony with its means being comfortable navigating your ship in the dark and letting your inner compass navigate you. Relatedly, the full moon in Aquarius today will help us navigate our life in such a way that helps us understand that while in pursuit of our goals and ambitions, it's important to keep in mind how our actions positively impact the world, positively or negatively. So, while planning your life ahead, what is the most important thing that inspires you? With the sun in Leo, there is an atmosphere of optimism and excitement looming large. We want nothing but the best. With the Aquarius full moon colored by Uranus, the planet full of surprises and originality, your inner core processes your feelings through logical and unique way. Now, the moon being in the intellectual air sign implores that you need to segregate fact from emotional fiction. It's time to be objective and observant. Step out of any emotional situation in order to see it from an outsider's perspective. This does not mean that you are being careless or detached. It's a feeling that comes naturally because you need to discern certain facts in your life so that you can realign what is important and how your objectives can impact those who are in close proximity to you. The period, especially this period, is conducive if you have been contemplating or wondering how you can cultivate your talents for the greater good. Look into your natal charts and understand where the astrological axis of Leo Aquarius is located on your birth chart. Which sector of life needs your undivided attention in order to realign your energies? In addition to observing how your manifestations are fulfilled, full moons also illuminate what's been hidden from a conscious mind. Now, during this full moon periods, it's important to reflect on the dynamics of your social relationships, networks, community affairs, as well as your sense of belonging in the world. Bring forth your inner genius for Aquarius Moon, now colored with Uranian archetype, is symbolic of our ideals, higher mind, and visions of the future. So while the sun is traveling through the showstopper Leo, putting emphasis on your inner child and desires, the Aquarius full moon is clarifying whether your social network supports your individual freedom. Now, the sun makes a direct opposition to the moon, which also serves as a call for balance between the divine yin and the sacred yang energies within us. Simultaneously, we cannot ignore the influence of Venus retrograde in Leo and in sextile with South Node in Libra. So, with the clarity gained financially or in terms with relationships, this is prompting us to work decidedly with our unique ideas and logic. Question your own integrity in the current relationships. Do they empower you or make you consciously embarrassed? Whether personally or professionally, we can no longer disregard the areas of our life that lack an equal amount of give and take. So, by owning your confidence through self respect, you can actually gain your charismatic leadership and horticulture. For the next coming week, we also need to take a closer look at the core rulers of Aquarius, which are Saturn and Uranus. Now, Saturn is currently retrograde in Pisces, and Uranus will soon follow the commander's footsteps, beginning its annual retrograde journey in Taurus on August 28th. So, while transiting through methodical Virgo, the messenger planet will make a direct opposition to Saturn retrograde, triggering feelings of uncertainty, caution, or general insecurity. That being said, if you're feeling stifled or inhibited when communicating, don't apply more pressure onto yourself. There's a time and place for everything, so take a step back if you're feeling skeptical or indecisive. The full moon will also be in opposition with Jupiter, the planet of beliefs, expansion, prosperity, and wisdom in Taurus. This is not only magnifying the energy of this lunation, but also leading us towards the new possibilities and opportunities for growth. As the prevailing configuration of planets help us gain clarity, our dreams and desires become more real and definite. Mars will simultaneously harmonize with Jupiter through an earthy and productive trine, which in turn energizes and supports our decisions of moving forward. The Venus retrograde in square to Jupiter, however, adds a layer of unconventionality as our feelings gravitate towards accepting the different and unique ways of dealing with our life's issues, which is a very Aquarian, so expect the unexpected. The full moon's energy falling in the axis of Leo and Aquarius is sure going to be very inspiring and rewarding. It gives us a chance to shed any habits and patterns that tend to block us from speaking and walking our truth. This Aquarius full moon connects us with a personal sense of success, power, and freedom. We get a reality check of our leadership capabilities. Accepting our truth helps us live our truths while honoring others. It's all about coming to terms with our own energies. Living in equanimity with others can only be reached when we accept without expectations. Now, Aquarius has the power to help us feel connected to all beings and make choices that empower everyone. Since Aquarius is a sign which believes and affects collective consciousness, it's all about whatever we do affecting the world around us. This awareness of understanding that our actions can have various connotations, our behavior can influence people around us, this helps us going about in life in a more spiritual and holistic way, which in turn uplifts our inner morale and strengthens our psyche. This realization creates contemplated paradigms and ingrained belief structures, which are strong, healthy, positive, and thus the optimism generated encourages us easily towards fulfilling our life's ambitions with equanimity. We are all affected by the energy that is around us, so we need to remember that we also play a great part into sending our energies out in the world that we create for ourselves. The truth of realizations is both positive as well as negative. During this week, we do realize and confront our rebellious behavior and selfish instincts. Since Aquarius governs our behavior towards people, it is how we act is what we receive back. Since Saturn is the lord of Aquarius, on one hand, its energy helps us draw together to form societal structures and training. On the other hand, it also helps us break the structure of society through rebellious acts that challenge the status quo. So, to reconcile these seemingly opposing energies of Aquarius, we need to understand that the cycles or phases of the lunar energy helps our being into evolving the person we want to be and lead a life which not only benefits oneself but also the world at large. Transformation is important at every step. What we decide to do or become, the full moon helps us into realizing the culminations. The society needs progress, we need progress, without which our existence seems meaningless. Hence, transformation is important, and for transformation, the realization of our own truth is very, very important. The importance of this full moon in Aquarius is the realization that you are not here to please everyone or seek approval. You can move forward easily in life when your ego and soul are on the same wavelength. You should aspire and walk your truth. For that, you only need a self belief that our actions are collectively going to do good for the people or the world around us. So many of our lessons in life are taught by people through their perceptions. Now is the time to awaken our or your innermost desires and step up your belief system. Stay away from people who drain your energies. This way, you can be a master of your own energies and giving out to the world what you would like in return. In the coming days till the next moon, which will be in Leo on the 15th, 16th of August, as the potency of the full moon's Aquarian energies unfold, it's time for you to consider and squeeze out the negative absorptions of your environment. Be aware and bounce off self defeating habits or behaviors from your inner psyche. Stop being programmed by the world. Instead, build your own energies with your belief system and let the new you emerge. Work on your behavior and the patterns that crop up each time you're faced with a situation. Full moons are about release and a path to evolve forward. Do not suppress your true nature. You do not have to pander to the whims of other people, especially if deep down inside you know your truth. Feel into the energies that you want to release. Feel into the energies that you want to release, the ones that don't represent who you are at your core. Fear and anxiety always defeats the purpose of life. Be your own master by appreciating yourself and work towards manifesting and renewing your belief system, no matter how unique it may be. The Leo Aquarius axis is very potent and powerful. It wants you to emit an energetic frequency that corresponds with who you are in your heart and soul. Anything that blocks this energetic expression needs to be released so you can share your authentic vibration. Keep in mind that whatever you give out is what will come back to you in one form or the other. Remember that you are always absorbing and contributing to the collective consciousness that connects us all. So ensure the vibration you're adding is one of truth, honesty, and compassion. Feel into what makes you yourself and what unique perspectives you are here to offer the world. Then align with the full moon in Aquarius to shift away from the patterns formed throughout your life that caused you to hide your brilliance. Instead, help shape a new path forward for yourself and the society by aligning with your higher truth of what you believe in. I have adhered and followed all my learnings of the lunar cycles in my journey of life. It's a constant evolution, and new awakenings have helped me to reach my goals faster. I believe in living life on my terms and yet keep thinking collectively so that my learnings, behavior, and attitude also helps the world I live in because we all absorb each other's energies. I'm not an original. Nothing is original in this world. It is how we give our own unique twist that makes life interesting and beautiful. This makes me proud of myself and my world that I have created with the help of the universal intelligence. So while you learn to create your beautiful world, stay blessed always. So tune in till my next.